Let's do it now. Welcome YouTube. You're playing Coffe Noir today.
On the way to the hotel, Clarabelle told
Let's
me
keep the
her
intro
father
though.
might have
Sorry
been
about that.
kidnapped by an angry competitor. It's a possibility. Kersey did all sorts of weird deals with even weirder people. Maybe one of them had enough of Richard's caprices. Over the phone, Clarabelle confirmed what Henry had promised. There was a flat and a position as a salesperson in their family business. That was to make investigating easier. Fair enough. Let it be. If that's what the investigation demands, I'll become the best damn salesperson in Neo-London. I'll help Clarabelle with her business. I'll find Richard. I'll find your killer, Cath. I won't let you down twice. Promise.
Alright, so you became a salesperson in order to investigate a case of missing somebody, right? Coffee-driven Neo-London.
Dear Arthur, thank you again for agreeing to work on this case in such unusual circumstances. As I mentioned during our last meeting, Uncle Henry and I suspect that one of my father's business partners must be involved in his disappearance, or at least knows something about it. We believe it would be best to work undercover and meet them offering a delivery contract. It's also better that a private investigation will remain as a secret. Check out the instructions I've left you and look around in your office. After that, meet me at my cafe. See you soon. Clarabelle Kersey.
Sure. Welcome to your office. This place is the command center of a company and investigation you are conducting. From the office view you can jump to all game sections. And you have a preview of your main results such as the cash cost and revenue. You will find your main financial results this week. You hover over it. Sure. Try to make the revenues higher than the costs, obviously. In this menu you have access to the main section of the company. The last reports and tutorial always minimize this menu. Okay. Also go to the main section of the company by clicking with elements in the office. It's more convenient for you. Sure. You can check the lists of required tasks on this board in gameplay. Okay. Meet Clarabelle and sign a business contract. Sales section. You will find information about available customers interested in your company's offer. And also suspects in your investigation. In each chapter of the story you will find other customers here. Your goal is to meet with every customer and sign a coffee supply contract. Thanks to this you will not only get funds to support your business, but you will also get a clue in your investigation. Each customer reports a demand for a specific brand of coffee with a certain level of quality. To be able to attend a meeting, you must start producing coffee that the customer wants to buy. During the meeting, you will conduct a sales conversation and contract negotiations. It's worth getting to know the customers beforehand. A handful of valuable information can be found by clicking this field. Job description. Try to capture information. Okay, she's a student and works at family coffee cafe. She wants to earn money of her own, help conduct business. Modest, sensitive, and warm-hearted dreamer. She has her head in the clouds. She was laughed about her peers. Her excessive trust and gullibility are some of her biggest flaws. Her inexhaustible faith in people is a little puzzling since she went through the tragic death of her mother. Catherine Kersey, and our love interest, I think, from the intro. After her father Richard Kersey went missing, and we are investigating that, she's trying to do everything to find him, so she should be cooperative. And she's helping us too. You have an appointment with the customer. Send an employee to this task to management section. Opens arranged, you can go through it by clicking the button. Focus and don't do it lightly. If you end up meeting before signing a contract or your interlocutor asks you out, the next meeting will be possible in a week. Okay, so we have only one chance. You can go to meeting, click the button below. Well, yeah, we have an appointment, we don't really need anything for her. Business meeting. Imagine a game conversation on business meetings where you offer company products and negotiate prices of deliveries. An interview with cloud brokers will help you better understand. Oh, shit. Okay, sure. Okay, so we can click to start a conversation. Introduce ourselves, let's be
Hello,
nice.
Miss Clarabelle. The cafe looks great. Really bright, cozy, homely.
Homely is a bad
Hello.
word.
Thanks. The decor was my father's work. He was very careful to create a friendly atmosphere. Please don't call me miss.
Sure.
Sorry, it's your hairstyle. You look so young, I
Sorry
couldn't
about
help
the
myself.
chair screeching.
But fine. First names only.
Great. Let's...
Continue. Get down to business. Well, we have to ask her about her mother's death, so...
I want to ask about your childhood. I know there are painful memories, but it's important for the case.
All right. I've had time to get some distance on it. How can I help?
Tell me, how you coped after your mother's death.
Well, not too well. Dad hated talking about it. He worked a lot, went away a lot. And me? I remember lying there, crying. Mr. Pensy was with me. He took my temperature, brought me cups of tea. I was alone.
Any friends? School psychologist?
She was bullied, wasn't she?
I had this one friend, Amy. She came to cheer
Amy.
me up a couple of times, but I think I wore her out. I was incredibly shy as a child. The school psychologist sent me to a psychiatrist for medication. I was supposed to go there with an adult, but it never happened.
Okay.
Why? Something changed. Something got better?
Or worse.
Yeah, you could say it was thanks to Mr. Van Haven.
Van Haven, other name. Who's Mr. Van Haven?
Hold on, I'll write this down. Who was it?
Joseph Van Haven, Dad's friend from college.
Okay.
He and his wife Amanda offered to take care of me, together with his housekeeper. I was to sleep at my home, spend the day with them, mainly with Mrs. Fink, the housekeeper. Dad immediately agreed.
And you? Did you have any say in it?
I was a bit scared at first, but they were really nice. They were like my family. They still are.
Okay, that's important, I think.
Thanks, Clarabelle. That's a lot of help. Can you give me a contact number?
Van Haven is our next
Van Haven
contact.
and Fink?
Our
I'd
next
like
clue,
to ask
you
them
would
a
say.
few questions.
Sure, here you go.
Great. Who do you think I should meet first?
Mr. Van Haven. Visit him posing as a sales rep. Sell him some coffee. He's
Okay.
a really nice guy and a good candidate for checking your abilities.
Sure.
Investigative abilities?
Business and negotiating. Remember that you operate undercover and you
Yep.
must be credible. Only then will investigative skills come in handy.
So now there's where the game's mechanics come in place. I have to produce the coffee, schedule a meeting after I have it, and after that we can only conduct the investigation because we're undercover. Seems interesting. Can we? It's a tutorial section, isn't it? Why did your father disappear?
What should I know about Richard's disappearance?
Neither I nor Uncle Henry have a clue what happened to my dad. Have you looked at the materials from the last meeting? Everything I know is in there.
Okay, yeah. So there's nothing new. I was hoping she would say so. I know what we agreed on. Where can you get the knowledge
I'm not
necessary
sure
for
I'm a
negotiation?
negotiator.
Yeah.
How can I learn? Can it be learned?
Can it?
Of course. Start with the handbook I gave you. The techniques in there are
Okay.
enough to
The
get you your
left
first
panel
clients.
menu we
They
had
won't
in
be too
the
demanding.
office.
After that, well, you know, practice makes
You have
perfect.
to read it through what the clients like, and after that we have to figure out what to say. James, okay.
Did you have to say that?
Sorry, I couldn't help myself.
No wonder. Let's ask about running a firm.
Explain the basics about running a business to me. Better still, as a manager, shouldn't I have a competent deputy? Then I can concentrate on, being a boss, and the deputy makes sure we don't go under.
Last time you said you always worked solo.
That's true.
Me? Are you thinking of someone else? There are lots of detectives called Oliver.
Cheesy
Take it easy,
bastard.
Arthur. No deputies. We don't have the cash for it. Start by visiting all the departments. You'll learn how to establish the scale of production, audit advertising activity, and plan expenditure, as well as team building and managing people.
Or we'll go bankrupt. Either one of that. It's a demo. I'm going to have fun with it. Let's see what we can pull.
So, I might find a deputy?
Of course. I'm sure you'll pick it all up faster than you imagine. A lot of our processes are automated, so you're not likely to cause any catastrophes.
That's fair. Well, you don't know me. I can crash this business in a matter of seconds.
You're
if you allow
sure
me
good
to.
at encouragement. Okay, I'll give it a go.
I wish this box would disappear so I can see the portrait, but well, doesn't matter though. Okay, let's ask about meeting with a client.
How do I set up a meeting with a client?
That's important.
You can't just charge straight at
Obviously,
it.
we have
First,
to schedule.
you have to have a credible business proposition.
And yeah.
To prepare that, you need to know what the client needs.
Okay, how do I know that, what he needs?
They always want the same. Something cheap and high quality.
Yeah.
More or less, but it's a little more subtle than that. Give this list of Dad's contacts to the people in the management department. They'll set up the first meetings for you and get the clients interested, so you can practice your sales pitch.
Sure, so let's practice a bit. Well, I'm not going to ask.
So,
That's about the half of it.
Yeah.
Before meeting them, you have to find out who you're dealing with, so you know how to approach them. Preparation is vital to good negotiating. By assigning specific tasks to employees, you can get interesting information about clients that will be helpful during the meeting.
Let's just jump to the employees section. I'm interested to see how that looks.
Is there anything in this work that isn't vital?
Sure, a gun license for start.
Well, I've got that covered. Even though it's not important. Okay, yeah, let's get into details. Oh, I know everything.
I know everything now.
Yes, we have to practice contract negotiating. As it happens, I need a fresh delivery. Let's roleplay the scene where you offer me a contract. Ready?
Sure.
Couldn't be readier. Let's start.
Let's start. Let's see how it looks. Start negotiating.
I think I'm ready. Let's try a negotiation and point out anything I get wrong. And when I recover from that, you can give me some more tips.
Okay, let's begin negotiating.
Okay. During each sales conversation before giving specific offer, you have time to get to know the customer, break the ice, and show that it is worth doing business with you. Before the offer is presented, the choice of these phrases affect the overall attitude of your interlocutor. I don't know that word. Probably, yeah, business partner. A satisfied customer is most likely to accept a higher price. Any blunder or unfortunate comment discourages doing business with you. Okay. So I cannot make any blunders or stupid comments. So we don't want to ask her about her father ever again. Let's see. Get intro and talk about the reason for visit. Get down to business. Let's see. There's more tips. Try to use the compliment to prescribable. Notice how the customer attitude will change. Sure. I think I was going for that anyway.
I've come to talk about supplying her coffee to you, but if I'm going to talk about coffee with such a lovely lady, it will have to be over a coffee.
Ooh, that's butter.
Oh dear, Arthur. Complimenting my appearance or flirting with me.
Oh, she
isn't a
didn't like
good
that.
idea in a business context.
Jesus.
I know you meant to be nice, but someone else might take it differently.
So no flirting whatsoever,
Very
unless
differently.
she likes flirting or she's single or something like that. Sure. Let's compliment the coffee.
Good morning. Is that coffee cake? That smells good enough to stop traffic.
Really? Thanks for saying so. We just finished baking it. Here it is.
Wow, it looks better than it smells. Did you make this, Miss Clarabelle Kersey, I presume? I've come to talk to you about coffee supplies.
Not bad, Arthur. A well-judged compliment can work wonders. But some clients don't like them.
Okay.
Now do you see why doing your research on the customer is so important?
Yeah, I see. That was kind of...
Yes, I knew you liked baking
Yeah.
cakes, so I could mention it, but it's only a small thing from your private life.
Precisely. Everything can be useful during
Okay,
negotiations.
understood. Learning, boys. Let's continue.
Can we move on to establishing the terms of the agreement? What does a contract like this look like?
Here's a standard contract. Here, look.
Show contract form. In the contract form, you specified the unit price of the coffee that the customer is interested in. This will be the starting point of negotiations. If the set price is too low, the client will sign the contract immediately when trying to negotiate it, and for you it means an unprofitable business. If price is set too high, the client will notice, and after three tries, he or she will end the meeting. Okay. Pay attention to how costs and generated profits change at different price settings. Set the price above the value of cheap deal and try to make an offer. If you set the price too high, the customer will reject it. Let's see, the profit on the bottom. Let's see. So we make no profit. Production cost, okay, it's 34,000. So we need to make more than that, obviously. I will not make any profit. And we want to make profit as a business partner, obviously, right? So production costs optimized, maximum variant, just-in-time variant. Okay, let's try. Okay, it's profit. Oh, I see. So if we go for sales margin for 218 gold per coffee, and we have no profit. We don't want that. We have quite a lot of quantity. Let's see. Just going for quite a bit of profit. Possible. I see. Contract margin requires 20 hours plus 20-hour premium services. Let's go for easy for now. Try to make an offer. Looks like 350 should be a good deal for now. 360. Make an offer.
Good. That looks acceptable. Be prepared that the client will want to renegotiate the terms here. Assume that they're going to ask for a price lower by this percentage. How are you going to persuade me your offer is already attractive enough?
Okay. After the initial offer price, negotiations begin. The client responds with a counter offer asking for a specific price reduction. The current discount mentioned during the negotiations is always displayed here. Okay, so she wants 14% more. Try to choose phrases and negotiations techniques that will so that the price reduction is as low as possible, and therefore the price per unit is as high as possible. Price reduction is as low and the price per unit is as high. So we can emphasize the low unit of the cost per pack of coffee. Funny money tactic. Or agree to lower the price if they order more. The door in the face. We're selling like 15 quantity, right? 15 units of coffee. Or well, I don't know what's containers, whatever. So we can either stay firm on our price, which I think is fair. Or we can try to lower it if they don't order more. I mean, this means overall more profit if she orders more, so...
You want a lower unit cost. We can do that, but only under certain conditions.
If we can sell more, then
Such
it's
as?
obviously better for us. Such as...
We can do it if you order 3 times this amount, or if you extend the period of the agreement. That's the only way it's worthwhile for us.
I think that's fair.
Those are pretty steep demands.
Well, yeah, they are kind of steep.
Perhaps it's better to consider the initial price again.
I feel a little backed up against a wall. I don't feel like you're treating me like an equal partner.
I didn't think you
The
would say
tactic can
3
be
times more,
effective, but it's
to be
risky.
honest.
They might see you as being rude and you'll lose the
Okay.
chance of further contacts.
Understand. Let's
Look at
not
the unit
negotiate
cost,
then.
though. It's already ridiculously low.
That's true.
For an initial contract, the terms are really excellent.
Using this technique is a good idea. Avoid using words like ridiculous, though.
Okay.
You'll often have to calculate exactly what you can concede or what else you can do to close the deal and still make money.
Sure.
Let's look at the price in relation to quality. Everything about our coffee's top drawer. Taste, aroma, and certification. Coffee like that at a price like this is a real bargain.
Let's assume I will agree for such discount. Every supplier claims his or her coffee is the best. How are you going to support your claims so they don't come across like empty boasts?
Okay. How can I?
Some facts and figures to prove that this discount is a sensible bargain.
There you go, Arthur. That's how you support your credibility and generate client trust. But it would be better if you actually knew some data.
If you gave me some data, maybe I would knew it.
For a first go at negotiating, that went pretty well. Let's say I'll sign the contract, but I have one more proposal. The first month's batch for lower price. Agreed?
$11. She was at 14. Well, let's try
Let
getting
me
a bit
think
lower.
about that. I can do you a month's free supplies if you'll extend the
something
contract.
for something.
How about that?
Of course. That's a great move, Arthur. That defense doesn't cause
Yeah.
any discomfort
I
or
was hoping he would
disappointment
lower
to
the price a
client
bit.
by refusing his or her request, and you stand to gain by it. But seriously, let's agree to this discount.
Even less. Okay.
I think that covers everything. Now it's time to put it into practice, both as a business person and a negotiator.
So 338.
Make sure you swat up on the
So
materials
when we make an
and
offer
look at
next
the
time, we
sales
have to go a
tasks.
bit higher on the scale. So when we negotiate and she wants a discount, we can bargain it a bit more and get a bit more profit that way. I think that's a good tactic.
Thank you. I'm sure it will all prove helpful in this investigation and in finding your father. See you soon, Clarabelle.
Okay.
Thanks.
What I'm
Arthur.
interested in is
It means a
how
lot to
you
me.
get the
Now
info
it's up
on
to
more
you,
people.
And I think you're the last hope I've got.
Sales margin, 35% sales margin. Well, we can discard it, can we though? When the customer agrees to the arrangement, she signs the contract. You can still review the terms and finally decide if you want to sign it. I cannot discard it. I would have tried to if I could. So we make almost 2,000 profit weekly. But yeah, total netto is 2,000 because yeah, we have the production cost. Obviously, it's a business. I understand how it works. I wonder how much you can go for without getting busted. Maybe it's pre-decided. Who knows? Maybe it's not. When the game comes out, I'm definitely going to play it. I will see. It looks well interesting. Like I said, new contract has been signed. 5,000 next 10 weeks. So we now have to assign new part of the story is discovered. Click the comic icon, see fragment. New contract. Sales section. Delivering a full order, you will immediately receive this amount in your account. It's your revenue. The real profit for this batch is made after deducting the previous incurred production costs. Let's see it right now. Order has been sent. Okay. This week's order has been sent. There is not enough classic standard coffee in stock to ship a contractor's order in a comic week. You need to produce more coffee. Alright, we need 12 more. Okay. Well, the music is good. I got Coffe Noir vibes. Production section. The section sets the volume of a coffee production for a given week. The console allows you to accurately determine the number of packages ready for sale. Quantity of product in one case or its ongoing production is enough to cover current sales. We need 16 for the client. Okay. In advance to stock up. Continue. We need at least 12. Oh, it only allows us to. Sure. From the cash amount at the end of current week. Pay attention to the average cost by producing more. It is lower in the long run and pays off to produce more and sell your stocks. Harbor production given brand at a certain level. You can increase production capacity by upgrades. After paying for an upgrade, assign an employee in the management department to supervise the work. To reduce costs of increased storage capacity, it should be upgraded. After paying for the upgrade, assign an employee in the management section to supervise these tasks. Open management section. In this section, you manage work of your employees by assigning them tasks and the time they spend on them. The main thing is not to neglect tasks that are particularly important for our company and overworking employees too much. On the left side, there's a column with a portrait of employees. If you don't have them, you can hire them through HR department. Assignment to task is done by dragging. The tasks are divided into 5 categories. Each category has its own column, and each of your employees can specialize in one of these categories, excluding staff trainings. There can be many tasks in each column. For example, this week for repetitive task, production management has a specific so-called safe target. Number of hours that minimizes the risk of further production issues. Sure. Assign one of the employees to these tasks. We now want Bernadette, right? My cat is scratching the door again. You know, it happens every day, every fucking day. So she's the only person for production management. Since she's trained in that. I guess let's assign her to this contract then. And she gets bonuses. Can manage her working hours. 15 hours a day. Jesus Christ. Oh, it's a weekly result. Oh my god, I was thinking I'm fucking killing my employees. Assign one of your employees to this task to ensure supervision over the production process and be sure that the agreed batch will be produced without any problems. Okay. Drag, yeah. Employees post-sale account management. That's bought for you. Sure, you can modify the number of hours has to spend on a task given week. Try to keep your employees busy. Part of the story. Let's see the story then.
Someone important lives here. That's what the Kersey home seemed to be saying. This is where the investigation begins. Walking in, Clarabelle hugged herself. From the cold? Cute. Clarabelle only slept here, though. After her mother's death, she was taken in by Joseph Van Haven, her father's friend, who treated her like his own daughter. His wife tried. Mostly, though, she left her to the housekeeper, Mrs. Why did the Van Havens raise the Kersey kid? A friendly favor? Guilt. The servant greeted Clarabelle with a stack of unopened letters. She stuffed them into her bag and went inside. A lot to catch up, I joked. And Clarabelle explained that she no longer lives in the residence with her beloved.
Okay.
I asked for a family photo of the Curses. There was an exotic-looking guy in the midst of a sea of pale Brits. Mr. Gabriel was an artist who taught Clarabelle to draw. He looked pretty stiff, probably trying to avoid her dreamy eyes. In the living room, among many works of art, a spot after a taken-down painting drew my attention. It was a peculiar view. Clarabelle told me the painting belonged to her mother. One day, Richard simply packed it up and took it to Joseph.
Okay.
Did he want to sell it? Hide it? I didn't get a chance to ask. Clarabelle answered an urgent call and, apologizing, left in a hurry.
You're suspicious.
I went to gather my thoughts. Catherine's death, Richard's disappearance, the unusual arrangements with the Van Havens, that picture. Clarabelle was right. A detective was needed here. But I have my own reason for this. To get Catherine's killer. All in good time. The last lead is Richard's disappearance. Perhaps the best-known coffee supplier in London. I'll start by entering into his world. That means turning into a businessman. My first customer will be Richard's old friend and Clarabelle's ward, Joseph Van Haven. Clarabelle gave me his address and phone number. He's an old, experienced trader. I'd better prepare thoroughly.
Yeah, that's one. I wonder, how do you gather info on these guys? That's interesting. Maybe you can assign an employee to do that for you? I don't know. Well, it certainly seems interesting. The game has been pretty good so far. I'm not sure I'm hooked on the business aspect of the game. The story seems really good though. New clues. Investigation check sections. Here collect as I do clues. Sure. Get the details. I noticed a file of letters sticking out of Clarabelle's purse. I love to catch up, I joked, and Clarabelle explained that she had to move out of her father's mansions and now lives with her beloved. She sees picking the mail only once a week. Well, her father's man lives with her beloved. Who's that? Is that the painter guy? The artist guy we saw in the pictures? And connect. Okay. Even character displaying his description. Well, she is a daughter of hers. Organize. Entire diagram. To-do list. Start a brand production, Espresso Standard. Set up a business with Joseph Van Haven. Meet up with him. Find connection between clues. 1. Open the sales. Let's get the upgrade for Espresso Standard. They want us to go for 16 units now. I'm assuming that's default because, yeah, all of them ask for 16 so far. Okay. Notifications, sure. Management. I know. Oh, here's the problem. First of all, can she? Yes, she can take care of 2. As oh, okay, that's her workload. So we have to stick to that. So she can take care of 2 productions, but we have to manage her workload. On brand. Oh, he can't be on both, can he? Yeah, somebody else has to take care of that, and she will do it longer. obviously. Can I... Oh, it's not letting me. You can skip your turn. Yeah, I have to. I have to. It's a tutorial still. I was trying to figure out the production. Total revenue. That's my total. That's all steps. Good luck. My finances. That's a chart. You're making money. That's good. Sales. Blood. Yeah, before we schedule the meeting, we need to have coffee for him. Also, I would like more info on this guy. Yeah. Let's see, there's investigation there, right? Production. I could product more. Let's not touch that for now. I don't know. Well, you take care of the logistics. Oh, it takes only... I don't know. Maybe it's only a one-time deal? Blood. Advanced shard. I want the second information about him. Credit offer. Can't take loan. So what is it that I'm... There's something. Yeah, you see the fucking finances thing there, right? Well, never mind that. Meet up to sign a contract. Okay, so we started producing the coffee brand espresso. Can we schedule a meeting now? I forgot to read up about him. God damn it. Yeah. Introduce yourself to contact info from... Does it matter though? I'm here to sell coffee.
Good morning, Mr. Van Haven. I'm Arthur Oliver, and I'm representing a new brand of coffee. We're called...
Please don't go on. Let me speak. It's the new Kersey coffee brand. Am I right? Ha! Of course. I heard. Welcome to my humble little business, Mr. Oliver. How can I help you?
Try to be polite for now.
Thank you. Can I just say, I think we can help each other, but all in good time. I'm here about the excellent range of Foxy Hills coffees. Is that your work?
In a word, yes. I buy coffee that I like myself, and it provides me with the cigars which I also like. An ideal arrangement, wouldn't you say?
Sure. If you like cigars, that is.
I would agree. If your premium range included our classic strong black coffee, espresso standard. At the right price, of course. After all, we wouldn't want you to go without good cigars.
You've got me there. Cigars are my weakness, but it stays in the office. My wife, you know, she doesn't like the smell. But let's get back to the coffee. I interrupted you. Please, go on.
Thank you, Mr. Van Haven.
Nice photo. From your student days?
Yes. Being young is wonderful when the world is your oyster.
You speak as if it's over.
What? You mean I don't look like it? You are a card, Mr. Oliver. Well, I do try to move a bit so as to not become totally desk-bound.
The text was a bit different than what he said.
And the man next to you.
Not be bothered though.
Richard Kersey?
The very same. He was my best friend at university and since. And these are our charming wives. Actually, our fiancés then. Catherine Seeger and Amanda Okote.
You look a close bunch.
We were then, but life writes strange scenarios. The best of friends can fall out over the silliest things, and other people are worth forgetting.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
I keep the picture to remember the good times. Let's return to the here and now. Mr. Oliver, things are looking up.
So far, I haven't fucked up anything yet. I didn't have a choice. Okay. What do you want to know from him? Before we get down to business, I would like to know more about his work, but at the same time, is it really polite? Well, I just forgot him on the birth.
Congratulations on the birth of your daughter. I hope both the mother and baby are doing well.
Thank you. Both in good health.
That's
and
a nice
so
thing to
similar.
say.
I tell you, they look like sisters. It's amazing how a person passes on their genes and then watches as they live their own life.
It seems you're enjoying your new role.
Not at first, but it's getting better and better. Despite my super condition, I'm not as young as I was, and the little one demands so much attention, just like our business. Let's get down to it, shall we?
Okay, he's getting a bit, yeah, irritated, I think. He was happy, but yeah, let's get down to business. Let's not do it loosely. It's never good practice.
Production very
Never.
Seriously, Mr. Van Haven. Our products meet ISO 35000, and the caffeine levels in our coffee are at the desirable level of 40 milligrams per 100 grams of product. On top of that, we offer innovative, personalized packaging designed to meet the customer's needs. What do you say?
Really, Mr. Oliver? You want to waste your time on all that marketing jargon? It doesn't impress me at all.
Oh, come on, don't be like that. It's a business opportunity. I mean, the wording was loosely. What do you mean loosely? Present your product.
I wanted to impress you with my professionalism, but I guess it came over a little stiff.
Fair enough. For me, the most important things in business are sincerity, openness, respect, and understanding. When someone fakes
maybe
it,
if I actually read it on that guy, we would have known. We'll see that later. If it says anything.
We speak the same language. We can reach an understanding.
Sure, let's stick to that now.
I used to be interested in the effect of different cultures on negotiations. In Japan, there is a need for distance. Don't even dare to look someone in the eye. It's even harder with the Swedes. They're so serious. Oh, this is a good one. Do you know the difference between an introvert Finn and an extrovert one?
Not really. What is it?
I really have no idea.
The first, throughout the whole conversation, looks at his shoes. The second looks at yours. It's a good one, isn't it?
It is. It sure is. Let's comment on this joke.
Well, you can learn so much from visiting a client. But anyway, to get back to the aim of my visit, can we discuss the deal?
But of course, I was rambling.
We are back to 50%.
It's a fascinating aspect of business.
Okay, we are good now. Let's show the contract form. Let's see, how much do we want to make? Also, yeah, Pornek quantity. Let's try to haggle him a bit. Let's go for normal offer.
Your proposal exceeds my current capabilities. I suggest we cut the delivery charges, or just lower the product cost to compensate them. The price on the contract will then be lower by this percentage.
Fair
That's
enough.
a sensible concession, and I really can't offer any more than that.
I thought I was offering a bit too much. This is not good, obviously. Never say that. Don't try to pull the newbie card. This is just being... I don't know. Let's pretend.
That's a large concession, I admit. I'm a bit new to this. I'm only starting out in business, so your understanding is really valuable to me. Is it normal to ask for such large concessions? You have a lot more experience than me, so I need your help.
Let me tell you what my method is. Please just relax. You're very open, which encourages trust. Maybe I was asking a bit too much. Please tell me about the deal.
Okay.
Once I'm familiar with it, it'll be easier for us to reach a compromise.
You like that, I think. Okay, what do we do now? Can I rewind? No. I wish there was an option to see the previous dialogue option. Or maybe there's something. That would be something like that, like a log in the full game. We'll see. Do we ask him for more tips and let him haggle us, or... He wanted to hear how good the offer is, so let's emphasize on that.
Grind the coffee to your specifications using ultra-modern coffee grinders. Our packaging ensures the aroma lasts. You get all that at a very reasonable price. For similar quality, you'll pay much more anywhere else.
I've heard people talk about quality so many times.
True.
Very few were genuine. This discount may be a bit much, but I'd like to get close to it. What are your thoughts?
Can you get a bit less than that? I think he would like the middle option, for offer future benefits in return for concessions now. Limited decision-making capacity, no. No, if he would like something else, he's keen on the coffee, so... I'm fucking torn, I don't know. Let's see the concession option, I'm curious.
I can't offer you any more at the moment, Mr. Van Haven. In future, I could offer to cut the price by that much. Along with larger orders, that could be worth a whole lot more than now.
Sounds okay, but it's still not enough.
Okay, that's good.
Perhaps you'd agree to a small reduction in the charges.
19% sounds well fair.
Percentage?
I went for way more than I should have.
Gain a satisfied customer. It's a win-win, okay?
It really sounds fair. It really does. No, let's, I guess, agree.
Okay.
I like the offer.
I can accept that. Let's do it. I hope our future collaboration will be as effective as today's talk.
Okay, I agree. You worked me hard, but I think the prospects for collaboration look interesting.
It's 32% sales margin, that's still really good.
Forms.
%sales margin. 24,000, yeah, that's fair. I like that offer. Now let's read down on his, yeah, what's it called? Fucking papers. And see what we can learn about him, if there is something that would help us. I'm curious. Sure. New part of the story. Investigation board. Characters. Oh, I don't. Oh, I can take him now. Let's see, but is there... Empty space on the wall, in Kelsey's home. Give me a contact. Okay. Sure. Employees, okay. Understand. Let's see the new case and we can wrap after that. It's a demo, don't expect a lot of story from this. Maybe you can finish the first chapter, I don't think I will. Game is really good though, you should give it a try if you can. It's free on Steam right now for the demo. So if you can, you have some time, free time, then go check it out on Steam.
I spotted a young, cocky Richard with my Catherine. She had no idea what she had coming. The other woman was Amanda Van Haven. It must have been through their being two young married couples at the same time that Richard and Joseph became such close buddies. Joseph watched as I examined the photos. He smiled, apparently at them. He told the story of what a close bunch they were, until the girls fell out over a trifle.
What trifle?
It's not even worth mentioning, nor anyone else, he added. Was he talking about the third woman in the picture?
Yeah, who's that, by the way?
It puzzled me. Catherine never mentioned a conflict with Joseph's wife, Amanda Van Haven. And I never asked. I was, too busy falling in love with Kat. What trifle broke their long-term friendship? I wanted to ask after the negotiations.
Okay.
The telephone interrupted us. The call was from George McFowle with an urgent matter. Joseph chuckled. Another golden opportunity. And lifted the receiver. He pointed to his watch. It looked like it was going to be a long call.
I'd give him a call on the left.
It wasn't a good meeting. Van Haven kept talking right over me. On purpose?
Most likely.
Or was he taking pity on me?
I don't think
Am
so.
I really that bad a salesperson? Regardless,
You might a good deal.
he didn't tell me anything new about Richard's disappearance. At least he bought some coffee, though. One more thing was still troubling me. That missing painting from the Kersey's living room. Did its disappearance have anything to do with the case? And why did Richard take it to Joseph?
We still might not have enough clues to figure it out.
Clarabelle might know the answers. I rang and asked her. She thought the painting was a memento from the founder of the family, Shallard Kersey, 18th century. Why did it get sent to Joseph? So back to Van Haven. I called, pretending to be the Kersey's lawyer. Mr. Van Haven, I've been instructed by Clarabelle Kersey to draw up an inventory of the family's works of art. He bought it, so I asked. If he still had Richard's painting, he muttered something about calling back and hung up. Why? Joseph's reaction suggested the painting was a good lead. I need to check it out discreetly.
I wonder what's with the
I'm
painting.
curious about the other blonde in the photo. Why did the jovial Van Haven avoid mentioning her?
And why the photo? Why the
Perhaps
painting?
I get to ask her soon myself. Case closed for today. Time to get my head round the supplies for the new contract.
Interesting. Really interesting. What do you guys think? Do you guys have any theories what happened? We still don't know who that third woman is in the picture. That might help get some more clues. Missing painting. Tilda Fink. Well, do we even have a coffee for her? Do we know what she wants? Deliver order. Deliver order. We sent all of it. Our graph. Cost of production, revenue from sales. Yeah, he's skyrocketed. I don't need offer, but nice you can take it. Right, 6%, that's a fucking scam. Alright. Investigation characters. There's something new. Okay. Joseph Van Haven. Mysterious blonde. Ingenious businessman. Take all. Oh, Jesus Christ. That's me. Empty space on the wall. Drawing teacher. Versus Richard's disappearance. Can I connect with something? No, I don't have any more clues. I have them. Can I connect? Oh, I have attempts for this. Let's try it. Wrong connection. Okay, I'm not trying to guess then. Let's wait for more clues before we do that. But anyway, yeah. As much as I like playing this game, it's still a demo. There's still needs a lot of work to be done. I think I don't want to do that anyway. Okay, that's a demo version of the Coffe Noir, guys. Really good game. You should really give it a try. I love the atmosphere in this game. I love the fucking graphics. It's well amazing, guys. Well amazing. You should really give it a try. It's on Steam. Coffe Noir. I can post the link in chat if you like to play it. So go check it out. Really worth it. And the full release will be in this year, so if you get bored of Cyberpunk, go give this game a try. If you are into noir, detective, novel thingies, then it's right up your alley. I can assure you of that. Yeah. So that was Coffe Noir.